Hi there, Ryan G. Wright with DoHardMoney.com. I wanted to answer a quick question I get quite frequently, and that is real estate a good investment right now? Is now a great time to get into the real estate market? And my answer is pretty much the same thing. It's always a great time to get into the real estate market, and here's the reason why. In the last decade, we have seen house values go up more than the GDP of every country in the world, with the exception of the United States and China. So what does that mean? Well, basically what it means is this whole adage of don't wait to buy real estate and wait. That's the old adage, and it rings true all the time. One of the cool things you can do if you're holding real estate is you can do what's called dollar cost averaging, and this is done quite a bit with stocks, but the whole concept is buy a little bit of real estate every year, buy a property once a year or every other year, and you dollar cost average. So if things go up and things go down, you're averaging out because you're continuously buying over time those prices so that you can see a moderate increase over time. So I think that's really important. The other thing is you're always going to have one of two problems. If you're a fix and flipper or a wholesaler, depending upon what your strategy is, there's different strategies. And that's probably something we should point on as well, is your strategy may change. So you want to be investing, you want to be buying, you want to be in the investing game of real estate no matter what's happening in the market or what's happening in the economy. You want to be involved with this. But what may be changing is your strategy. You might be changing to be more of a buy and hold strategy. You might want to change to a wholesaling strategy. You might want to do fix and flips. You might want to be doing BRRRRs. Your strategy is going to change based upon what's happening in the market. But what shouldn't be changing is if you should be investing in real estate. And you should be investing in real estate right now. So here's the deal. You're going to have one of two problems. If you're investing in real estate, you're always going to have a problem. It's either going to be easy to find properties, and when it's easy to find properties, it's going to be harder to sell those properties. Does that make sense? There's an inverse relationship. The other thing that could be happening is it could be really hard to find properties. Okay? And if it's hard to find properties, it's going to be really easy to sell those properties. So you're going to be battling one of two fronts. You're going to be battling trying to find good deals, or you're going to be battling trying to liquidate or sell those good deals depending upon what your strategy is. So you need to have a tool belt, and in that tool belt needs to be different techniques that you should be doing when it comes to real estate investing so that it can be a good investment for you no matter what marketplace, no matter what's happening. You know, I went through the real estate crash of 2008, and during that I was a real estate investor doing loans, owning properties, doing fix and flips, and really had to weather our storm through that. And here's the interesting thing. We had some deals that we had lent some money on where we were upside down. We were into the transaction more than it was actually worth. And so we had a couple of options with that. Option number one was to sell it and take some losses. Option number two was for us to rent the property out. And that's one of the things that we did. We put a tenant in the property. We made probably a 5% return on our money, maybe 6% return on your money. But here's the interesting thing. Because we weren't in a hurry and we were happy getting some returns, 7 years later we ended up selling that property for more profit than we could have even imagined. The property values just skyrocket over time. And that's the thing that we find is real estate continues to go up in value. It's going to have some ups and it's going to have some downs. That's just going to be part of it. But what you want to be able to get yourself doing is you want to use the right strategy, and when you're using the right strategy, it gives you the ability to make a profit regardless of the marketplace or what's happening. Now is a great time to get involved in real estate regardless of what's happening in the marketplace. And if you want some help in doing that, check us out. Go over to DoHardMoney.com, DoHardMoney.com, and make it a very profitable day.